Oh, all I'd like to say is, folks, if you're not a trained professional, don't attempt this, especially dressed like that. You will not like the outcome. You can still get stuck looking like this. Consult your local bee removal professional.
This is John. John has bees. There's John's bees. I was trying to come up with some like Dr. Seuss rhyme to go along with this. We were practicing it on our way down. John's had bees kind of coming and going since early last year. We started checking and got under the house, so let me show you that footage. John has lots of bees. What I think we've got overflow coming out of that, probably about a 10-inch void that's coming between there. So we're gonna end up having to collect all these up. There's this many bees that are staying outside the hive because it's so warm in this gap. There's gonna be a lot of bees. That's a lot of flipping bees. Hey, get off my, oh, there's one on my backside. Man, it had to be the one right there on my back, didn't it? Oh, I see where we're going now. See the gap? There's bees in here. There's gonna be a lot of bees in there. That is not gonna be fun. Now, why does John need these bees out of here?
They keep getting inside the house, and both my little granddaughters keep stepping on them.
So
they got to go.
So basically, Mama said get the bees out the house.
Yeah, man, we don't want to kill them.
No.
We're trying to avoid that at all costs.
It's overcast. It's tried to rain. The temperature and the pressure's dropping, so the bees are overly defensive right now.
Yep.
This is not going to be a happy camper situation for Yappy. He's got
preparing for war.
He's got the suit. I got a smoker. Let's go play some bees, John. All right. So we got our little piece of comb out. We've started reducing the numbers of bees, but what's really neat is there's a hole right here. I know I still got some comb to right here. There's still that much comb right there. But I need to know, because between those two floor joists, they can continue to run as far as they want. So we have started with coming right here to drill a hole, and I'm gonna scope it and see if we got comb, but I think we're gonna end up being real close to it because I pulled it out and it had honey on it. So look out, babies. See it, all that shiny? So we got comb back to right here. So now we're looking at 2.5 feet minimum that we've got comb. Let's drill us another hole, John. A piece of something.
There them little devils running around in there.
Yeah, that looks like it may be some old comb. We'll cut back to right here on that and make our squares coming back. And right on my fingertip, John, right on my fingertip. All right, as much as y'all would like to see us cut this house up, we got work to do. I'll be right back. What do you think about my figuring out spacing?
Right on target. Right on target.
All right, let me see what you got here. There's a bunch of them back here in the back, John. Lots of them. And they decided to run back here. They didn't realize we was coming in from behind them. We're gonna run them right back to where they came from. You see how white that comb is?
Uh-huh.
All right, so this is this year's comb. John gets things blooming in the spring well before I do, so they got a head start on my bees down here.
Honeysuckle, blackberry, and dewberry, all that's there.
All right, boys and girls, we got the comb started. We got back in there. We put this cover back over because, well, Mother Nature's got a different idea for us right now. So we got all the big stuff picked up, the heavy tools. All we're gonna do right now is just let them settle. They ain't going nowhere. But I'm getting out of the rain. How you like it so far, Mr. John?
Love it, love it, love it. Thinking about just quitting my regular job and getting in with you.
Come on. If I was ever gonna have somebody to work with me, it'd be you. He said, Oh, John's been down there vacuuming bees like a pro. Your head ain't swelled up yet, is it?
No, I just got a big head. But they said it's good for arthritis.
Well, if you got arthritis in your head, it ain't gonna be there now.
I heard that.
Get us a little bit of weather. I guess we're gonna have to take a break. Oh well. It has finally cleared up, but it's got to the point this evening where they've done eat me up pretty bad. And Silly Me didn't bring a suit, so we're gonna let them go ahead and clean that spot up tonight. I mean, they're already doing it. They're gonna clean that honey up, and they'll do what they want to. Them girls over there is where the hole is. They're just gonna block temperatures tonight. Between what we've got in the box, which is right there, we got about a pound or so in there. The other yellow everything evac box, we got another 2 pounds. So we've got everything picked up. We're gonna finish that off tomorrow after the sun comes up. And well, since it quit raining, but it's cooling off and they need to chill, I think I'm gonna go fly my drone.
Well, I reckon them bees don't sleep.
I don't know if they do or not, but you ready for day 2, John?
I am absolutely ready.
Well,
we are ready.
It looks like your eye did a little bit better than mine.
Yeah, but the back of my head's all swollen up, but it's hard to tell.
Here's our bees from last night. That ain't much. It actually ain't that much. All right, so it's gonna be like that, is it? I already done got stung. They remembered me from yesterday.
Perhaps you want this jacket?
Well, not yet, but we're getting there.
Okay.
We had one little old piece of that we started to take apart last night, and I guess I didn't grab it in time because we was putting up and it fell over. But I mean, they've already got that attached to that piece of wood, John.
Shoot.
Do I reset the counter for stings since it's a day later, or do I have to just keep going?
Overall.
Overall? All right, John says overall. All right, so there's 31. Yeah, real easy, John. Use that hook end, pull them out real easy. There you go. One of the things that I like to do, John, when we're doing this, is to not push the bees. We've been pretty pushy with them as far as, the vacuuming and everything. That brood needs to have a temperature maintained around 95-ish degrees. The bees are going to start coming back up from underneath there, and they're going to start covering this. So here in a few minutes, this whole piece will be covered up. And now we can just go ahead and help reduce the numbers by vacuuming those off. All right, and then we'll take another break. And then once our numbers are reduced, they're going to be a lot less pissy, and we're going to get stung a lot less.
They real pissy now.
Yeah.
They pissy.
So let's just give them a break for a few minutes. There you go. So see, they just come back out, cover that up. Nice. Let's go ahead and get them. All right, we got that first batch of comb out. You see that gap right there? That's where they're running. So that's underneath the house, but on the back side of the normal hive. There we got 3 patches of comb. We're down to the last 1.5 feet. We're getting there. That's the whole point of taking the time and not going so fast, to keep them from being real runny.
Now, some of those bees are a good bit bigger than the others.
Those are the males or the drones.
All right.
Yeah, that's the drones. Like right there, that's a drone, and that was a worker. There's a drone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the smaller ones are the workers, and the ones that'll sting you. That's the ones we've been fighting with. That's all they are, just a bunch of mean girls.
see.
That's all honey back there, buddy. Man, they's putting it up.
Gonna be a bad winter.
Uh-oh, we getting low. We still got a little bit in here. Let's give him just a little bit of this before we crank up that, yeah, let's just see. Let's see what we got right here. So some of that comb, all right, we're gonna pull this out. Some of that comb's attached to this board, so I gotta be real careful. What do we got on this side? Oh, we're good. All right, oh, beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. All right, no queen. We got a lot of drones and we got a lot of workers on there. All right, but so far, no queen. Now they're coming out, John, from that behind there, and they're starting to spread out here, which is fine. That's just less that I got to carry out from under the house when we get that.
They make all the movies and talk about those African bees and killer bees.
Yeah.
Now, do they still have them things swarming in places?
Okay, great question, John. Yes, this country still does have an Africanized genetic of bee. They're very defensive. If I would compare it to something, it would be like mowing your lawn, running over some yellow jacket nest in the ground. When they come out, they get very defensive, and they bring some of their friends, and they just target whatever they can find. And there's different triggers for them. But once you get one of them on you, you're going to have lots on you. The human body, even animals like dogs, it's because they come at you in force with so many that your body just
can't handle.
Yeah, it overreacts to the venom and causes that problem. We're down to the last about 3 pieces of comb, John. We'll find out if she's in here or not. Still no queen, John. Well, I got good news and bad news. Good news is, got a lot of bees. But I'm gonna be honest with you. See, there's a gap back around there where that board keeps going behind that brick. And I don't want to lose that queen up there, so here's the deal, guys. I know we had a little where's the queen thing going. Good chance she's right here. I'm gonna start on that left side, try to work them to move to the right. Try to see if we can't bump her off. Hopefully they don't go outside. But we're gonna probably have to put it to them pretty quick, but this is what's left. Here we go. They're doing what I want them to. They're moving to the right. Hope they keep going. I'm just looking for a queen. Looking for a queen. Come on, don't go that way. You go that way and it's going to take all day to find you. That is not the direction we're going in right now. If she's up here, I want her to go right. Look for a queen real quick. Nothing but drones. They will get to the point where they're scared and just kind of get together and huddle. So, but is it a sign that she's possibly right there? Very, very much. I got one trick left up my sleeve that lets you know that I got her. Mom in there? Nope. Well, shoot. We'll go ahead and finish this up. Let's get her outside. All right, gang, here's the deciding factor in where the queen was at and if we got her. Hear this. You hear that? Now listen to this. Lots quieter. Queen's in here. So we probably vacuumed her when we were finishing off that last little area comb, and she was in that cluster. I mean, she could have been somewhere, and we just missed her earlier than that. But if we got her while we were on the outside, because it's been a few minutes, and if the queen was in here, they would be quiet, but they're not. All right, so they're a little more noisy, a little more active. They don't have a queen, but they have one, and they're nice and chill. So other than temperature regulation, they've been sitting out here. There's your queen. So let's get them home. We got to get these girls in a beehive. All right, so I'm not gonna leave you hanging. No, they're still pissy bees. John, you just I took a little page out of John's book, and yeah, putting on a suit. They're still little cranky babies. All right, let's see if we got a queen. It's been about 2 weeks, and they are putting it up. These are just some really pissy bees. And there it is, babies. Did we get our queen? Yes, we did. How do you know? Beekeepers understand this right here is what we call capped brood, okay? Capped brood is when the queen lays an egg. After so many days, they cap it off to cocoon them. And that's the sign that we look for to see if they've got a queen. All right, there's an escape on the back for you. Go on out that way. So there you have it. John's bees are doing great. Gang, we appreciate you watching the video. And John, thanks for having me down. We've come to learn that bees just don't like this camera. So it's putting off some kind of funky something. Video to your left, video to your right. Go ahead and click on one of these and feed the Al Gore's rhythm and keep us going. We appreciate you watching. See ya!